Hello my friends, welcome back to Stitching Wednesday. What we do on Wednesday? We stitch in our European town that is a humongous canvas. It will take us forever to finish. Some of you already halfway done who started earlier, and I would love to welcome our new people who already have this canvas also, and that is I went to my video from last Wednesday. I read all your comments, and I want to say, to start with, thank you from the bottom of my heart, from your good well wishes, for your good luck and prayers about our truck, the Beast, the Beauty and the Beast. Oh my god, that was a difficult week in my family, and you're probably waiting for the story to continue, so we are going to have some juicy story today. But first, I would love also to welcome to our stitching Judy Stone, Mclntyre, oh my goodness, sorry dear if I totally butcher your name, probably Mclntyre, I think that's what how you pronounce, and Paula Grossman. So welcome new ladies. If I missed somebody, if somebody else in this team of stitching together, and also those who don't stitch this particular canvas, please stitch whatever you have. We happy to have you no matter what you stitch. So yes, I read all the comments. I give everybody hearts this morning as I recorded this video on 30th, which is last day of November, and 2 days now we have our first snow here in Ontario, first snowfall. So yes, my phone is off the hook, non-stop calling, so I don't know how much peaceful this video will be, and why I cannot see it. I have to readjust a little bit my frame. And by the way, let me mute my cell phone just for in case, so at least I can pause in time if somebody ring. It's a little bit dark for me though, but I don't wanna use a light, because you know how much I don't like when I create shadow with my fingers. Now I have a recent comment asking me question about the frame that I work in, and I think in my first video when I started this canvas I explained what kind of frame I'm using, and that is two different frames in here that I put into one, which I have one big frame, my biggest one that I have, and I think the biggest one I order or FANSELLS or FGNORMAL. I cannot recall right now. Some of the frames I have a stickers, some of the tools I cannot put right now stickers where I order from, but some before I didn't do that, and now I don't know from who. But you know what, all the stores have those frames in a cross stitch tool section, so if you are looking to buy, I think it's comfortable. And in my video, I think last Wednesday, no, or a week before, I showed you, I think, how I stitch, how I connect my frame on a table so it stays and I can work with two hands. I don't know if you're gonna work today with two hands. I barely can see in here what I'm doing. It's much darker for me than you see on the camera, I mean on your screen. Let me see if I can work with two hands or not, if I will be closing too much. I did run my threads with the wax. I like the way my threads layer when I work with wax. No, I don't, not comfortable right now to work with two hands. I will work with one. And now I'm just going to apologize right now because you probably will hear it's funny, my speech today is slow motional because I didn't sleep all night. My poor Catherine, she's sick all night, so I had only nap for a few hours today. I went to bed like 8 o'clock after my son went to school. Catherine, of course, staying home. Poor baby, she was really sick, and hopefully today she will feel better so she didn't go to school. So if you will hear some background noises, please forgive me. And at the same time, because she's home, the puppy could have some more emotions walking around. Right now they are sleeping, and the little one, I'm not gonna say the name so she don't wake up. She's snuggled on the sofa here next to me, but she is in a barking mood today because of the snow outside, and people, like first thing in the morning, let's say like 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock, people getting ready for work, and they clean in truck, and I think those noises of the snow cleaning from the windshield, it's new to her, and she's like, she don't know what is going on, and she keep barking, like running to the door. But you know, she trying to protect us from intruders, I guess. And of course it's her first winter with the snow, so she don't like as much as Buddy, I would say. Oops, I said the name. I shouldn't say his name either. No, they go outside, and he happy to roll on the snow, to do some snow angels, and she she do what she wants to do, and she running inside. I'm sure she will get used to it. Just the first, strange for her. But yes, I don't like the snow, you know. I like to hibernate and stay warm. So anyway, yes, my voice could be very tired today, but I'm in a good mood. I'm not a good mood, believe me. I just need a little bit more sleep, I guess. And the night before, I didn't sleep all night either, but that was my choice. That was like my husband first time went to snowplow, because we got the snowfall for the first time this year, and usually those days when he work at night, I kinda don't like to sleep. I'm rather take a nap later, but I'm not feel comfortable, I guess. So I usually craft, and that doesn't bother me. So listen, the story you're waiting for, the continuous story about our truck. If you are new on my channel and you're wondering what am I talking about, I would recommend you go 1 week back into my Cross Stitch Wednesday from last week, and you will hear up there part number 1 and how we chase our truck. You can see the picture up there of the truck. And today I will tell you a story how we got our truck back. Oh my god, the happiness I cannot explain to you. How happy we are to get our truck back. It's right now at the shop, went for the estimate of repairs, because they did damage, of course, because, you know, I'm just glad it's not chopped apart and sold by the, you know, by pieces. That's only I'm thankful for, that we actually have a bag, because even if insurance would pay, we still would be losing our money, because we still have 1 year of payments to do on that truck. It's still not paid off totally after we purchase, right? So it would be a loss, but now at least we have a truck, and hopefully insurance will pay for the repair. So let me tell you where to start. I don't know, I think I will start for the bad luck running through that week for us. So you already know that our beast, how we call our truck, is stolen. Few days later, my husband calling me, and he say, guess what, I'm in a car accident. What? are you kidding me? Are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm okay. He was driving our business truck, which is a working truck, beaten up truck. Well, how beaten up? Still, I consider in a good shape. Boys think it's already trash, but for me, I think it's not bad shape truck. But the old man hit him from behind. So obviously our truck stands much higher. So what kind of damage you can get to the truck? It's, you know, a hitch up there, because in the summer we pull on a trailer for the gardening, for the dirt, mulch, stones. So we have a hitch on the back of our trucks to pull the trailers, working trailers. And the man was driving a small regular car. I don't know what kind of car, but of course he did damage more to himself. There's not much damage. I don't think he did any damage to our truck. But he's like, oh my God, sir, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please don't call police. I will pay you for the damage, whatever I need to be. Because if you call police in here, I'm gonna lose my license. Because he was already in age. And all he worried that, you know, he, I guess, probably didn't see maybe fast enough that traffic light turn maybe. I didn't ask exactly what happened. I think it's on a traffic light what happened here. And he just kissed a little bit with his front car, back of our truck. So he damaged his car a little bit, and he say like, you know, I will pay whatever it is, but please don't call cops. So of course my husband, he say, I'm not gonna call cops, you know, that's okay, it's our work truck. Even if you did a little bit of there something, that's okay. I understand about your license, and you know. So he forgive the gentleman. I guess he make the good day, you know, for the old man. And as I always say, you know, the karma will find you. So maybe because my husband always trying to do a good deeds, like for example, we very often donate some money, especially before Christmas. We donate money to the Schneider's community. I don't know if you're Canadian, you know. We pay sometimes in a restaurant, you know, like pay forward. When we go in the restaurant and we will see somebody, could be like somebody single, older person sit and eat, or even couple. We like to pay for their meal for the day before we leave a restaurant. Or in a store, in a line, you know, just get for somebody, pay for a grocery. So that's kind of good thing to do in December, to bring the joy of holidays, you know, to people who maybe don't have much. So maybe because he is so kind and have a big heart, the good karma got him back. And a few days later, was maybe 3:30, probably, well, maybe around 3:30, I hear phone ring. My husband's cell phone, and it's a cops. So the only call we were waiting for, it's, you know, from the cops. It's a, could be or good news or very, very bad news, right, about the truck. But let me go first, before I told you about this phone call, let me tell you a little bit backstory of our personal investigation. So we did a little bit, well, prior to this phone call and after my husband and son chased the truck around the town, a few days later, cops again did 2 car chases. They found him again, and let me tell you, this is the most dummiest thief ever. Seriously. He liked the truck so much that he was driving around the towns everywhere, and he know that cops will chase him a little bit and they will give up for the sake of safety for people around him and for the cops' safety. So he knew he will be take off and go free again because that truck is fast. So he was driving around. So cops did twice chase him and give up, as I say again. So he was like on a hot pursuit like 4 or 5 times and he got away with it. So we started investigate and try to see, because we kinda lost our hope that police will do anything about it. So we got a hint about the guy. So before cops, we already knew name of this guy who stole our truck. We knew his Facebook page, which is stupid enough, posing up there, goofy with money, and just a dumb person. He's 28 years old, and he think he all that. And obviously, well, that story I can tell you a little bit later. So anyway, we already knew where our truck were hiding. So my husband says, okay, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna put him in the hospital. I say, Don, do you need this? Listen, if you go there, you hurt him, you know what court will do? You are going to be guilty for beating up the bad person, and you're the one who will go to jail. And think about our family. What are we going to do if you're gonna go prison? If you kill him accidentally, you hurt him, it's the law not gonna be on your side. You know, even more severe cases that, like for example, could be somebody kill somebody because they were killed person from their family, and that person will go to jail, not the killer. So it's a complicated law, I would say. So I say, you know what, don't do this. Let's call police. We have one person who work in police. Let's ask him advice what to do before we do something stupid, you know. So he said, you know what, you might be right, because I'm right now so angry, I might do something bad. So let's just ask. So he talked to that person. Of course, we're not gonna say any names or what kind of position they take in it, but he recommend for us to not to do anything by ourselves, but give a call to one of them. It's like there's a secret group of cops. They do some secret stuff that no regular people don't know about it, and it's kind of like a code or name, whatever it is. So only police person would know, but not like people who live in a town. So my husband give a call them, and they just like, okay, how do you know about this group? So my husband says, well, we do have somebody who work in police, and he recommended us to give you a call. So she say, okay, I will connect you with somebody with police to meet up, and you can tell them what you know, but don't go there by yourself, because that person, we knew that that person wanted, and cop was looking for it. So anyway, we did investigation pretty good. Sometimes I tell, excuse me, I told my husband he should be like undercover cop or something, because he good at it. So we knew he wanted. So soon as my husband tell name of that person, the lady on the other side in police office, whatever, I don't know who she is. She's like, yeah, we know him, we're looking for him. Do not, like, don't go there where you think your truck is. And she's like, she's not like say, oh, please don't go. No, she's like firmly says, do not go there, because it's a big operation. The police already looking for him. They know he's there, but they cannot just go to his house and arrest him, because he basically don't even have a house. The guy who stole a truck, he lived like everywhere, a few days there, a few days there. So he's like traveling everywhere. He don't have a place to stay because he's hiding, kind of hiding, right? So she said, we already have the location and we just need to get him kind of hot in something so we can arrest him, and when we go to court, the jury will say he's guilty instead of say, oh, you don't have too much of evidence, you know what I mean? So they need the evidence, and I know this is very serious because I watch a lot of show on YouTube channel of the show Forensic Files, and how much details they have. Even they have already suspect, they still have to have a more proof instead of go to court and let free guys. So that's exactly the same situation happened here. They say we already know, we know where he holding the truck and everything else. And that guy, he don't steal just what we learn, not from the cops of course, but he don't steal just the cars. He steals only trucks, like the good quality trucks, right? It's expensive trucks. And then he's selling them like $1,500. Are you kidding me? Like $60,000 truck he can sell for $1,000, you know? It just have ruined families. So many people's hearts got broken. And prior to that, he probably stole, there's another truck, was white truck, that my husband also know this person, so hopefully his truck was returned as well. Yeah, so they told us not to go because that area where he's holding the trucks monitored already, and police looking for him. So Don says, well, I'm glad I actually asked them what to do, because if he would do on his own, well, he just went up there for, my husband went up there for a ride before he called police, just to see the area where those trucks is hiding. And if you don't know, you would never find it. It's very discreet area. So he says, okay, he promised police not to go there, but they arranged him a phone call with police to tell everything he know. On the end, the police did not show up. They supposed to meet up in Tim Hortons, not at home, Tim Hortons, just for in case the bad guys watching the house, right? So we don't want to spook them. So in the morning, same policewoman call and say, oh, the officer cannot go to meet up with you, but he can take your information through the phone. So Don got a little pissed off because he say, well, why can't we do this last night? Why we have to wait till morning? I'm here like can't sleep, frustrated, and you just could tell me like last night that he cannot, like, just tell information all through the phone. So yes, he did talk to the police on the phone and give him everything what he knows, send him some picture, because we already have on our phones picture of that guy, his Facebook and everything. So he's not smart. He is not smart to even have any like public accounts and doing this kind of stuff. So police say, okay, you know, like, you sit tight, don't do nothing, we on it. Hopefully we can catch him soon, but we need to catch him on like red-handed, so he doing something bad, so we can charge him. So we waiting, and here is that call at 3:30 in the morning. Police says, we got your truck. What? We couldn't believe our ears. Dan says, is it drivable? Police say, yeah, it's at 7-Eleven. He was pumping a gas. He was pumping a gas at same 7-Eleven where my husband pumping a gas to that truck. How dumb is that? It's been like around 1 week now that the truck was stolen. All police already have a picture of the truck, so they traced the truck everywhere, right? And he was dumb enough to go in the middle of night, which is, yeah, it's night. He probably didn't expect the police was watching him. He went to 7-Eleven to put some gas. I bet he didn't even plan to pay for the gas, because why would he? He already know that he can run away with truck and nobody gonna chase him, because he know the police don't have a chase pursuit. So he probably would pump the gas and beat it and make another dirty mark for our name, because the 7-Eleven would, they didn't know the truck is stolen. They would come after us, right? By camera would showing our license plates. And he is so dumb that he did not even change license plate. He dumb enough to drive this truck around this town. He basically added about 3,000 kilometers on that truck, because I said to my husband, how do you know how many kilometers he added? And he said, because it was time to change oil, and we change oil on a truck as needed. We did not wait till it's like getting bad or something. It was scheduled. Since he done one, change oil, it was already scheduled for the next one. This truck was going, like, he was treated better than I am. Okay, figure speech, okay? But I mean, my husband loved the truck so much that he take care of best gas, best treatment. Everything need to be done. It was done in time. So after we got our truck, also how they got him arrested. He was pumping a gas, and police arrived from both sides of the truck, so they blocked him from front and back. They put 2 police cars on each side, and at this point I don't know the whole details, because the police of course didn't tell us details. I even Google to see if I can find an article how they arrest him, but I did not find it, because I wanted to know how he arrested. Did he went inside of the store or not? But there was 2 more people with him on the truck, probably crackheads like him is, but they let them go, arrest only the driver, which is the guy that they wanted. Obviously he committed lots of crimes that he already wanted. So they got him, and they call us to get our truck from 7-Eleven, and police says first thing in the morning, just call your insurance company and go from there, go estimate, take to the body shop to do estimating on how much damage is done, because obviously it was scratched. It wasn't that bad, like, well, it's not demolished, let's just put that way, but more damage was on the inside, because obviously he was driving and he had to drive somewhere, so the panel was broken up there. The seat was ripped. I don't know what he did. And inside, like, I'm surprised the cops actually did not take his own stuff from the truck, because up there was on the back, when my husband brought truck back, it was already 4 o'clock in the morning when we got our beast on a driveway, and the joy of happiness. I cannot explain. My heart was beating so hard. I was so happy. It's like the same when you feel hopeless when it's stolen, and it's like same was kind of feeling, but in a good way. You have a butterflies in your stomach. You know your truck is here, but now it's a long journey to repair. But at least we have it, right? Doesn't matter. It's still, we have a home. So when he opened trunk, of course, the tools, some personal stuff was stolen, because it is, we were just doing our Christmas setup. Before this, it was wrenches and tools. There is, plus he did some repairs before they went to work with truck. So there were some items that stolen from the back of the truck. Our papers, there's like a contracts was up there for the winter. The binders wasn't there, but some of our personal stuff was put in a plastic bag, like paper, still paper, business paper, so was still sitting on the back seat of our truck. He didn't even throw them away. How dumb is that? Ask me. Oh my goodness, he don't have a brains at all. He feels like a smart to steal truck in seconds, but to take care of evidence, no, it was still sitting on the truck. Now, what else was in the back seat of the truck? Big bag with needles. Obviously, he was doing the drugs. And then another plastic bag. It was tons and tons of needles. So I say, oh my God, just be careful not to hold, like not to punch seats with your hands or something. You don't know if any needle is missing, if some on the floor, because it's like a little container, let's say like a lunch pail, right? Kids would take it to school. It was open, needles, syringes, was up there full, and then big plastic bag full of needles and other stuff. We didn't even touch it as it was. And on the back of the truck, in the trunk, it was his luggage suit, a little luggage suit with his personal stuff, but we didn't even touch with finger. We did not touch that. We opened truck to see what's in the back. It was obviously empty. Only his luggage suit was empty. Not empty. His luggage suit was open, and you can see there's a whole bunch of clothes. So obviously, he probably did some kind of laundry or whatever, but somewhere. So he had his clothes with him. So he never stay on the same spot. He always travel. One day live there, one day sleep there, and that's how he was living, on the needles and sleeping probably on a truck. I don't know. No, sometimes he probably sleep somewhere in a friend's hiding, but I was just surprised that cops did not take his stuff that left in the truck. So when my husband took truck to the body shop for the estimate and everything, and they call special company that will come and clean truck, all the syringes. So they will look truck thoroughly to make sure there's no needles on the loose, under seats, under cushions on the floor. So they will check truck like 100% before the truck can go for repairs. So I don't know at this point if they done this or not, this point of the inspection. And then after that they will go for repair and need to be done. Well, I don't know exactly. I didn't really talk too much, but my husband says it damaged badly on a inside, that need to be order new seat because seat was ripped. the panel was the key, and the door was ripped because you know, the keys, he don't have a keys. So at least we got it, and I cannot explain how much relief that is. And I'm hoping that he will be put into the prison, or are they gonna let him loose till a court? I don't know. Is he will come back and take the truck back to steal again from, like, what is going on? Like, I hope they will put him for good up there for a long time, so he don't bother anybody and not to hurt any other family again. But this time, of course, we will put more precautions to install some special toys on a truck that will be prevent stealing. Well, I don't know how you can prevent stealing from those people, but definitely we will put tracking device that will show us at least where the truck is if it is gets stolen again. Maybe a few more things, cameras somewhere hidden, I don't know. But I definitely want to have something more protective, because this is very painful moments when you get like this. People ruin your life, come and take your stuff. It's hard to explain. Only people who have this experience before can relate to this, and not fun at all. And it's just like, you know, thank good karma, thank you goodness for returning our truck back before Christmas in one piece. Like, I cannot believe how confident he was to drive our truck around city, pump a gas where we usually pump in our gas, and like not afraid to be caught. Oh, so yeah, that's the story that end up like, you know, in a fairy tale. It's a good ending story. Now, what else was very weird, and was because, you know, when my husband chased the truck, obviously he chased the truck with our little car. So when the truck hit run our car to trying to get out, when I told you story in my first video, so both our truck kind of collide with each other. If you think realistically, they were insured with different insurance companies. So now it feels like one of our car have to sue insurance of our other car, truck. So it's like we have to sue our own insurance company. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds when my husband explained me what is going on? And that's why he kind of didn't want it to take a for rented car a little bit, because what happened if well, it's just a different situation, and it could be end up that we would pay for the rented car if insurance did not approve. There's lots of moments involved in that. So it was like, just like, wow, we have to sue our own company. That's just bad. So we waited. That's why we waited a little bit, didn't do much, because, and now when truck is found, now we have a driver. So now not our truck will be responsible for hitting our red car, you know, as it was. Now we have a driver who responsible for hit and run with our truck. So that's changed situation. So little thing like this, it changes a lot, and it just it just relief, big relief. So I know lots of you waited the story for me to finish, and lots of you thought I will be sharing the story like next day after we found our truck. But I thought, you know, we started kind of this story on Wednesday, so might as well continue the story in next Wednesday, which is today, as you watching, so we can complete the story. And of course, someday I will be giving you update on our truck after it's repaired, and I will show you how it looks. Because, and you know what, like I said to Don, my husband name's Don, I say, is it really he did not pull a part of the truck? Nothing, even rims and the tires still there? He said yes. Can you believe it? And those rims was expensive. I think like, oh, okay, I don't want to lie, but or 800 each or 500 each. I know they were expensive. So for 4 tires, it's a good chunk of money just for the rims, and he didn't take them. He loved the truck so much. He was driving a luxury truck around town and no care about anything that he actually can get cut or something. That's how confident he was. Okay, you just saw me finishing the threads, how I do like a micro stitch to finish. So now I'm just gonna bring my needle to the front and cut up front. I just have to grab my scissors. Oh, I wanted to tell you also update. I don't know if you should stitch more. Now it's like probably 30-40 minutes. Okay, did you watch my video about the rings? I did review rings on a beauty channel. And let me just restart my camera. I will put fresh thread into my needle, so maybe we can stitch a little bit more with you. Okay, I'm gonna put needle here in a magnet. So I just want to show you, if you didn't watch my video, this 2 boxes, they are pretty good for the gifts, you know. Because a company the other day, 2 days ago I think, emailed me a gift discount code, and I thought I would share with you the discount code, because if you want to order for somebody gift for the Christmas time, and you definitely can. It's not only just the rings up there, but also there's a chains, some very not expensive stuff, but real silver. And in my video review I did test to check if this is silver or not. This is silver. See 2 colors in here. Beautiful flower ring, if we can get close to it. Gorgeous. And this is size 8. Somebody asked me how to know what size of the ring, how to know the size, because up there there's a whole bunch of sizes in different kind of country. This is size 8 in US size. You can go to your local store, jewelry store, and they have those rings sizes that they can measure your finger which one you want it. I do have, oh no, I have a measure for the rings to make actual rings. But if you go to the jewelry store, any jewelry store will give you ring measures. They have like a whole bunch of rings hold it together, and you just try to pick your own size. So this is the one, and then I have one more in here. This could be good for somebody who getting engaged. This is also silver. Of course, I don't need an engagement ring, but this could be my ring, and I will have a matching soon set as a wedding band. But this is definitely can be good idea to take with you on vacation instead of take real diamonds. So this is very, very pretty ring as well. So watch my video up there. I take you to the store, and they are super, super gorgeous. If we can put a little bit of lights, I don't know how much lights. It's very no, this light's overpowering. It's very, very sparkle. Through my magnifier it sparkles. So let's see, close a little bit. Oh, let's go after focus. Look at the sparks. Okay, can hide background. You see the gorgeousness, and that's how it looks like. It sparkles like this on the sun. It's absolutely stunning. So is this one. Look at that. So yes, I will link it up for you, my video review, if you want to look. Also, I will link it up for you, discount code, because you can save 25%, ladies and gentlemen. And there is a beautiful, beautiful stuff up there from Joanne C. And I'm waiting one more review from one more jewelry company, but they tell me I have to wait for about 2-3 weeks because they custom making. So it's size proper to me. So I will get with that one too. So in this one, just for in case you decide to order gift, maybe you're looking for somebody. If you're looking for somebody, so definitely you can. Okay, we're gonna turn off the light. Okay, so now I'm getting dark in here. And I see my son pull to the driveway, parking on the road actually. So it's going to be very loud right now. We might have to finish story time and stitching time for today. It's going to be long enough video. I hope you like my story, and thank you again. You know, the power of prayers together, the way I believe it helps. All your prayers was listened to God's ears, and He returned our track. So thank you so much. And yes, Papi gonna go crazy, so I will say goodbye right now, and happy Stitching Wednesday next week. Don't be late.